know that you're excited for the next stages of your life, which is kids. But I think this would really help give your professional career new meaning as well.
Mm.
So
And
maybe
also,
the Will Taylor can shift.
yeah, it's not financially driven from that point either. It's how much impact can I have that is good on scale. I could do that.
Like that, man. What brought me the most happiness? You've gone very practical. Where have I gone? Emotive. What a shock. Shared experiences. That has brought me the most happiness, undoubtedly, throughout this year. Because experiences by yourself are great, but when you can share them with someone, multiplies it 10, 20, 100-fold. I've had so many experiences this year that I've been able to have with other people in my life, whether it was when I was in Sri Lanka and I'd done the trip around, like with the tour company I was working with, or when I was in the summit with them, whether it was when I went skiing and snowboarding with my brother in France, whether it was shared experiences with other weekends away, friends I've got. It doesn't have to be big moments either, like starting this podcast. Shared experience of doing that together is great. Shared experiences of going for a walk with someone. So just shared experiences is super valuable for me because it creates core memories. You know, I've always said it, life should be lived through experiences, not trying to accumulate as much wealth as possible or external validation, but just experiences. You know, live a life full of rich, fulfilling experiences. So how can I help these activities to happen more? I know I'm lazy. I know I pick easy and comfort over difficulty. And I use the excuse of I'm not very creative. You know, so when I say that, you know, for your birthday we went and played bowling, and then my mind literally went, well, we could go bowling, play pool, you could do laser quests, like you can go for a walk with people, you can go to the gym, you can go bouldering, you could go water skiing. And like suddenly my mind's open, but I'm not very creative to tell people, let's go do something like this. I'm like, let's just go for a walk. You know, sometimes I'm not very creative, sometimes I'm not very comfortable to just tell people, let's try something new. And I wait for the experience to come to me sometimes. So how can I help these activities happen more often is be more creative. Be that person that's like, you know, let's try something new together. Let's go to a salsa class. Why not? Because we're probably going to be shit at it. Probably can't move our hips anywhere near as much as we need to, but let's try it together and that'll be a shared experience that we'll remember. So being creative, inviting people to experiences you want to have and seeing if they want to do them with you. That is what I think of when I think of what's brought me the most happiness this year just gone. Shared experiences.
Nice. That's really good. And when you go travelling, that's a solo endeavour initially?
It is.
And then you're going to meet people out there, I guess.
The way that travelling is designed and hostels are designed is that you'll meet people in hostels that hopefully you'll connect with. So it's very important to pick the right hostel. And then you'll do day tours with people. You'll get chatting with people. And normally, all these social barriers we put in place in the normal world are not there when you're travelling. So you walk into a room, like say just a common area of a hotel, and there's 3-4 people chatting. You would never walk up and say, like, can I join? Whereas in a hostel, if you see people playing cards, you'll be like, hey guys, I've never seen this game before. Do you mind if I jump in? People are like, yeah, of course, because everyone knows what it's like to be on the outside.
Yeah.
So everyone wants to bring people in. Well, that's what I hope, and that's been my experience. So shared experiences are very easy to cultivate out there because you've just got to be open to trying new things, but you've got to be brave to step into an environment and go, guys, I don't know anyone. Do you mind if I join you? And yeah, you'll likely create those shared experiences with someone.
Nice.
Which is really cool. Next question is, who are the people that had the greatest impact on me? And how can I see and collaborate with them more?
Who were the people that had the greatest
impact on me? How can I see and collaborate with them more?
So I think continuing this podcast,
I should hope so,
is a good idea. No, genuinely, these conversations have had a big impact because it's stretched my thinking away from, you must work, you must work, you must work.
I mean, Jesus Christ, you're coming out to Bali,
I am.
which is absurd, and you're even talking about coming out to Thailand as well, which is mental. But yes, I will just piggyback off that. I agree, the podcast, but say it so it's said because it's obvious. It's so glaringly obvious. But yes, absolutely, couldn't agree more.
Yeah. It's been really good to, just stretch my mind to think outside. What do I want outside of work? And even if it doesn't actively impact my physical behaviour, my psychological approach to everything I do is now through a slightly widened lens, which is nice. It's increased my perspective.
Nice, man.
I still definitely go through phases where I'm like, no, I've got to work hard. But yeah, so that's been good. Who else has been a big influence / had a big impact on my life this year? One of the tennis coaches called Craig, he owns the club. I think his resilience and just philosophy towards life and like just staying positive throughout everything is amazing and incredibly inspiring. And you can better anybody's day just by approaching them with a smile. Like, just something that simple is like mental. It's so good. So yeah, I'd take that forward with me for sure.
Nice, man. I like that. Who are the people that had the greatest impact on me, and how can I see and collaborate with them more? That's a really good question. I've alluded before that I have a very strong social circle, and I have a real strong core within that social circle. In that group is definitely people that I try and see as frequently as possible. So I feel very blessed in that regard. Naturally, as I've mentioned, the overarching is that I necessarily don't always make a lot of time for everyone. However, I would like to continue to try and make time for the people that are in that core group. And there is a few of them. I think it's only maybe 5, 6, 7 of them. But it's making time for them. You know, I've been able to this year, but just trying to make a more conscious effort, which I know will be difficult because I will be traveling for the vast majority of next year, but it's making time, whether that is FaceTimes, video calls, messages, whatever it is. So allowing that impact to not lessen while I'm away from them, because the friendship, the foundation is built. I think I've been very blessed in that regard this year, but maybe I know I've just isolated myself at times. So I'd like to continue to grow those connections throughout the next few years. What did I expect to complete but didn't? Is this still an important goal of mine? If so, how can I make future follow through more likely? What did I expect to complete but didn't? Is this still a goal of mine? If so, how can I make future follow through more likely?
It's funny, I said how fitness wasn't a priority in 2025. If you'd asked me at the start of 2025, fitness was a priority.
Was it?
It was. I started this year, me and my girlfriend went to the gym 4, 5, 6 times a week. I was having my creatine every day. And yeah, things were going really well. Both of us got a cold at the same time and never got back in the routine.
Really?
Yeah.
It's something as small as a cold that was able to knock you off course.
We were out for a week because we were ill. And yeah, just never got quite back into it. So
why didn't you get back into it?
Because it's easier to not. It's easier to just stay at home and work and convince yourself that that's important. And lose track of the goal, lose track of why you were doing it in the first place. I think maybe one of the things as well is I was working out because I thought I should be working out, rather than working out for the enjoyment of the working out.
So the inspiration wasn't yours?
Yeah. So this year, my goal is to work out and stick with it.
Do you think it's still a goal of yours though? Because if you gave up on it last year because it didn't feel like an authentic goal, do you think it's an authentic goal this year? And how does it feel different?
Yeah, so this year, how am I going to make it more of a thing that I stick with? I really like working out with friends. It's really good fun. Working out by myself takes a lot of motivation for me to get up and do it. So it's unlikely that I'd be able to sustain it.